Video games that were great and trash all at the same time. Anthem was a highly anticipated action RPG shooter. It was released in February of 2019 and it was developed by BioWare. These days, as a game developer, BioWare isn't looking so hot, but back in my day, kids, BioWare was a threat. They were responsible for some of the best games I ever played, like Mass Effect 2. Anyway. In the world of Anthem, you are a freelancer, and as a freelancer, you have access to 4 different javelin types. What are javelins? Basically badass looking exosuits. You could play as a Interceptor, Colossus, Storm, or Ranger. And each javelin exosuit has its own abilities and its own arsenal. And the sickest part of all is that you can be Iron Man. Even though Anthem ultimately failed as a video game, I will say the flight mechanics were fucking badass. And more video games need to do this. Like, bro, there's nothing more freeing than being able to fly around the world feeling like a mechanical badass. The game was praised for its stunning visuals, exhilarating flight mechanics like I said before, polished and strong combat, and on top of that, BioWare promised a shitload of DLC and expansions to come, so everybody was excited. But then everybody's cock went limp, because BioWare unfortunately did not follow through with all of that precious live service model content that they said they were going to deliver. And that's a damn shame because once players completed the main story, the main campaign of the game, there really wasn't much endgame content to chew on. And on top of that, the gameplay, although it was fun, the gameplay loop itself just got very monotonous after a while. The game also had an abundance of all the things we love in a AAA game these days. You know, crashes, long loading times so long that you can make a fucking sandwich and come back, and the game will still be loading, and dog shit optimization. And it's such a shame because I truly wanted Anthem to be a success. I really did. I mean, bro, look at the enemies that you fight in this fucking game. It's so badass. This is one of the Titan enemies that you face. The Titan battles in this game were extremely memorable, and the enemy designs in this game were just badass. I still can't get over how badass that fucking Titan design is. Holy shit. And the game's lore was so badass too. It took place on this planet called Tarsus, and this alien civilization abandoned it, and there are these like mysterious artifacts that they left, and like, it was just so sick, man. BioWare was also going to attempt to fix the game with Anthem next, but that ended up not happening.